This was a critical series win. What do you think was the key to taking a doubleheader today?
Oh, there were so many cool things. I thought that obviously our offense was really good today. They didn't necessarily put up a lot of runs throughout the time, but they had some big innings, and I thought that was key. Our pitching was great. Both Grace Ballman and Autumn Hughes had great outings, and our defense really did a good job shutting Auburn down when they needed to. So all facets were just rolling today.
Grace was one infield hit away from a no-hitter today. How much do you think just having a game like this will be a boost in confidence for her, especially since she's struggled this season in parts?
Yeah, I think it should give her a lot of confidence. I mean, she really was almost flawless in terms of just not letting them get a hit. And the infield single, I mean, it bounced right off the plate. What are you going to do? I think it just shows that she's a good pitcher, and she's back to form where she was at last year.
What makes a pitcher like her so dangerous when she's on point?
Well, she's just such a fierce competitor, and she's very smart. She thinks the game through. She knows what she wants to do. So now that she's got her mechanics straightened out, she just has one of the best minds around. So hopefully she can keep her mechanics that way, and then she'll be able to win a lot more ball games.
All right. Jenny Shaper had an absolutely outstanding game today. That last home run, would you have expected that out of her?
You know, she's worked so hard in the weight room, and she's done everything she needed to do with nutrition. And of all of us, she loves playing softball. She gives her heart and soul. She's been our catcher, our mainstay for 4 years. It's not an easy position once you take the games and the bullpens and everything she's had to do. Probably our most underrated player. So, yeah, I would expect it out of her. She has such a big heart, and I'm just really happy for her.
You've had a lot of really great senior classes at Kentucky. How does this one stand out to you?
I mean, this class is great. They broke records. You know, all 5 of them are graduating in 4 years in the major that they want to be in, and they're well on the way to their career. They've won a bunch of games. They've been to super regionals, and they're high character people. They do a ton of things in the community. They love their teammates. Their teammates love them. We're a very close-knit team, and I think a lot of it's because of their leadership. They've meant the world to our program.
What makes you most proud to know them off the field?
They're just really cool people. You know, they're people. If you needed a kidney, they'd give you one. You know, they're even if you're a stranger, they always do the right thing. They're just the kindest, hardest people in the world. They work hard. They do everything the right way.
All right, last question. This definitely was, it seemed like a re-energizing series win, especially against an Auburn team that these seniors hadn't beaten before. Do you think this kind of gives you some momentum heading into the last series of the season?
I think so. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think this gave us a lot of momentum. And the great thing is we were a high energy, but we were able to maintain it. And we felt calm even though it was really exciting. And that's the way that when we're winning, that's how we're playing our best. And I do believe this will give us a lot of momentum heading on. We got to go to Alabama. We got to play Eastern, who's always a tough thing. And then we got to head off to Texas. So we got a lot going on before the postseason. But I think this should be the momentum we need moving forward.
How's it feel to get a win on senior day?
It feels great. Really couldn't feel much better about it.
So, did you tear up during the pregame ceremony?
Yeah, I think I was the first one crying, and then once one of us started crying, it was like a domino effect, and we were all really emotional about it. But I just think that kind of shows you how much this program has had an impact on us and how much we've been able to, as a class, impact this program.
What has the last 4 years meant to you to wear a Kentucky uniform?
Wearing a Kentucky uniform has shaped everything about the person that I've become, and I've never been more proud to say that I played softball at the University of Kentucky, and I'm going to tell people that for the rest of my life.
So the second game of the day, 2 home runs. One you dinged off the scoreboard, which normally that's pretty impressive, but that last one, that got an audible gasp in the press box. Have you ever hit one that far before?
I don't think so. I think that was usually when I hit home runs, I'm kind of sprinting because I'm not sure if they're going to go over the fence. And that was one of the first ones where I knew off the bat that it was going to go over.
What did she throw you?
I believe both home runs were drop ball inside.
Were you licking your chops when she threw those?
Oh, yeah. It was 3-2 count, so I was like, all right, I'm just trying to take whatever she throws at me, and she gave me something I liked.
That young lady behind you almost threw a no hitter today. What do you think she had going for you, especially since you're the one catching her pitches?
I think that I talked to her a lot this week, and she was like, you know what, like, I need to get this done for my team. And she took that mentality, and she was going to go out there and do absolutely everything possible, and she was phenomenal.
On that thought, how do you think Autumn did in the second game?
I think Autumn came in behind Grace and was just as solid out there. That's exactly what we needed to kind of give our team some momentum, to see both the pitching, the defense, and then the offense sparking is kind of what we've been waiting for. So I think if we can continue that and take that into postseason, we're going to be set.
Do you think that both those elements of the game are aligning at just the right time of the season?
I do. I think we hit a little bit of a lull, this past month, and I think it's because we never quite meshed the two at the same time. And so to see that today, that's really hopeful for us.
Does this series win kind of re-energize you all, especially losing a rivalry game at Louisville?
Definitely. I think as a senior class, we've never even beat Auburn before, and we hadn't taken a series this SEC since March, so that's a huge momentum boost for us to take, and we're going to come out with the exact same energy levels tomorrow.
What was so hard to solve about Auburn the last 4 years?
Couldn't tell ya. I think we came close. We were just never quite able to finish out games, and today, we put the nail in the coffin over and over, so we were able to come out with the wins.
So you were one infield single away from a no-hitter today. Did that hit just kind of throw you over the coals a little bit?
I don't think it threw me over the coals. I was just doing whatever I could for my team, and it just happened that they didn't get no hits. Auburn's a really good team, so it was kind of surprising. And for them to get that infield hit, it was a good hit. There was nothing we could have done to prevent that hit, so it didn't really bother me.
What do you think you just had dealing today?
I definitely had a lot of control today. It felt nice finally to throw a good game after some struggle games, so it was nice.
You mentioned that you did have some struggle games early this year. What have you done to kind of overcome that?
I've just worked through it. I've worked my process every game, just trying to get better, and it's nice when it pays off.
Jenny was mentioning that this was the first series that the pitching and the hitting is really meshed. Would you agree with that assessment?
Oh yeah, we've had games where our offense is insane and then our pitching's not really clicking, or our defense is doing super good and our offense isn't clicking, and this is the first game where everything on all cylinders clicked and the outcome was 2 wins, so that's nice.
How did it feel to help give your seniors the one series victory they'd never had in their career?
The seniors are super special to us, so it's nice to do something special for them. To get these 2 wins against Auburn is really special.
All right, last question. That last home run that Jenny hit in the second game of that doubleheader, what was your reaction to seeing a shot like that?
I just got out the dugout right away because as soon as it was off the bat, I knew it was gone. That was like an Abby home run, so for Jenny to do that, it's really awesome on her senior day.